What's up, everybody? Hang tight, let me get all the computer stuff out of the way, and then I'll tell you exactly what I'm doing. Okay. Let's go, Facebook. Facebook always takes a little bit more time. Well, I am live on YouTube, live on Twitter, live on Twitch, and Facebook. Oh, here we go. Go live. I am now live on Facebook, so there we go. Now I got to send out the tweet. Close that down. Close that down. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. I do original play-by-plays of Laker games and other Los Angeles sports teams, but right now we are doing Lakers, and I'm getting weird colors on my software that lets me do these live streams, but it is back to green, so if I'm cutting in and out, my bad. I usually have loads of technical problems doing this because I'm not a computer guy. It takes a lot of computers. Anyway, yeah, so we are playing the Orlando Magic. It is 56-51. Let's take a look at their record. 20-44. So that's terrible. This should be an easy win. And we are coming off of a pretty tough loss against Portland. But if you ask me, we kind of needed it because we were feeling ourselves a little bit there. We had won 4 games in a row on the road, and you can tell that we are looking extra confident. But, you know, I think we needed to get kind of hit in the mouth by a good team just so we know that we can get better. And what made that game so interesting is that Lillard and Portland just played amazing, especially in the fourth quarter. But even after all that great play from Lillard and all those three-pointers and all those points, the Lakers still had a very good opportunity to win. So that's good. And I think I need to turn down my... I got into the red a couple times, right? Let's see. Are we back to... What are we watching? So, basically, I just watched the Lakers game with no sound, and I tell you exactly what I see. We are still on halftime. Let's take a look to see what channel this is on. It is on FSFL and Spectrum. So, if you can get to a TV, I highly recommend you get to a TV. It's way better than me. But, if you can't get to a TV, come back here. I'll tell you exactly what happens. And if you're on a computer, you can go to the Spectrum website if you are a Spectrum member, and you can actually get the games from the website. Though the website sucks, it's almost like it's so bad it's almost not worth not even ever going. But if you need it, Spectrum, that is the last resort. I'm on a shady stream right now on the internet because they seem to go live faster than Spectrum. The shady websites online are always much more live. Anyway, what's up, everybody? Is anybody here yet? It takes a little bit of time. What's up, guys on YouTube? What's up, guys on Facebook? I am so happy to be back. I went 4 or 5 games not streaming on Facebook, and I will say that I missed you guys for that time. And the last game, I got 4,500 views on Facebook, so I'm like, man, I should have paid that $15 for the multi-stream booster earlier. What was I thinking? Happy to be back, Facebook. Make sure you leave a comment, say something funny. I read them after the games and also between the quarters. And right now, what's going on? If you're watching Spectrum, well, actually, my internet is going a little bit slow. And I'm going to blame that on Spectrum too, because Spectrum is just terrible. You guys know what I'm talking about. I just don't like them at all. And they don't like me. We got a thing going. They screwed up on Dodgers last year. The Dodgers dominated the playoffs, had a great season going the whole year, made it to the World Series, went to a Game 7, and there was very, very little hype around the Dodgers, like just around the water coolers. Now, I don't go to many water coolers, but you can just kind of tell that there wasn't much hype in the air around Los Angeles. And you think, well, how could this happen? The Dodgers are in the World Series, they're in the playoffs, we got like the best team in the league, and then you find out that half the city doesn't even have Spectrum and can't actually watch the games. So... that had to be a contributing factor, and it's totally Spectrum's fault. I'm going to take a glass of water, or take a sip of water, and the Lakers are on the floor warming up. We are about to start this third quarter, and Orlando, we should be able to beat this team pretty easily. I don't know anything about them. Oh, actually, isn't isn't Dwight Howard back on Orlando? I'm pretty sure that I saw Dwight Howard still in the league, and it just surprised me. And I think he might have been on, I don't know what teams Dwight Howard's on, but hang tight. I'm going to open the game up on the Spectrum website because this is going a little bit slow. Though, I can't imagine Spectrum being able to do any better, but let's check it out. Alright, opened up the website. The channels are over on the left. So if you're ever on... Oh, okay, well, I'm going to be watching this on the Spectrum. Here we go. Close down this one. Wow, this is the first time ever that the Shady website was slower than Spectrum. Here we go. Watching it on Spectrum. Started the third quarter. It's 56-54. And the website is going slow. Come on. You know what? I'm going to take my phone off of Wi-Fi. That seems to help. Or it did last time. Because this Spectrum website is officially frozen. I'm sorry, everybody. This isn't even really a technical issue. This is a Lakers issue that people can't watch your games conveniently. That's between Spectrum and the Lakers. I'm just going to get off of Wi-Fi on my phone. It's 56-54. Lopez is in the game, and he just cut his hair. I don't know if I like that better or worse, but Lopez has a shaved head. Like, it's not like a big head. It's not down to the skin, but it's as close as you can get. Here we go. 17 has it for Orlando. Passes it to number 0. Gives it back to 17. Lonzo's in the game. Randall's in the game. Kuzma's in the game. Lopez is in the game. And KCP. Somebody shot against Kuzma, and it looked like great defense, but number 0 is going to go to the free throw line. And let me... Because on that one, I got to watch commercials. So I would rather watch on the Shady website so I can watch the Laker girls and see the in-house entertainment. That's fun. So I'm just going to do a quick look real quick to see if... Alright, let's see if this one works. There used to be so many more Shady websites that you can stream stuff on, but slowly but surely they're taking them all down. Here we go. Let's see if I can find the international feed. I don't want that one. Oh, Lakers home feed. Anyway, it's a small screen. I'm watching on Spectrum. 10:41 left. 56-54. It's a 2-point game. They had the camera on Kuzma, so we must have done something wrong. Orlando passes it to number 9. Number 9 gives it to somebody. Cuts to the lane and misses a layup. Randall gets the rebound, looking very sloppy. Lakers have it on a bit of a fast break, but they get it back to Lonzo, who is wearing one of the nerdy undershirts. He shoots and makes it in the lane. That was a bit of a teardrop shot. That was great. And Lonzo is wearing the nerdy middle school undershirt. But if you're a professional basketball player, that's allowed. 5 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists for Lonzo. So he definitely gets numbers. Though last game he should have facilitated a little bit less and scored a little bit more. 58-56. Magic made a quick 2 points the other direction. Lakers have it. Lonzo gets it into Lopez, who's going up against number 9. Back to Lonzo. Lonzo cuts to the hoop and gets to the rim easily and makes a layup. So it's 60-56. They weren't even guarding him. So that was awesome. Number 17 has it for Orlando. Kuzma's playing great defense. Gives it to number 9. Number 9 gives it to Orlando. Can't get anything going. Oh, but this guy cut to the lane and missed the layup, but then somebody made the putback. So Lakers were playing amazing defense the whole time. Stopped him, and then at the very ending, didn't stop him. 60-58. Lonzo has it, gets it back into Lopez going up against number 9. Lonzo shoots a 3. That's good. And it's 63-58. If Lonzo is open, he's got to continue to shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot. He's starting to make threes, and he was wide open. He just jacked it up immediately, and it was a perfect shot. 0 has it for Orlando, having a hard time getting it close to the hoop. They shoot a 3. That's a brick. And KCP comes down with the rebound. Randall gets it, takes it to the... What just happened? And they're going to call a charge on Randall, which was dumb because there's only a little guy guarding him. And Randall's going to get a foul, but that's one of those situations where they call everything against him no matter what. I highly doubt that that was actually a foul on him, and he looked so frustrated afterwards, like, what the hell? And trust me, Randall, I've been watching. You get screwed like 20-1 on the close calls. They never give it to you. 63-58. 8:25 left. Thanks for being here, everybody. 14 has it for Orlando. Breaks KCP's ankles. Out of frustration, KCP grabbed him, and this guy's going to go to the free throw line. Augustin, number 14, Augustin, had some pretty good handles and a crazy quick crossover. And did KCP? Yep, that was a broken ankle. And KCP, the professional, was able to get his hand back on the ball and played even a little bit of defense from his ass on the ground. So that's amazing. Though this guy's at the free throw line right now. Luke Walton up on his feet, yelling at somebody. Let's hope it's number 22, the referee. And we have an ad for Toyota. Believe it. I'll believe it when you bring a car into Staples Center. Every single game I have to watch Toyota ads. Still have not seen a car yet. DJ Augustin makes both free throws. It's a 3-point game. Randall passes it into Lonzo, and Lonzo, he just looks like he's not trying sometimes. But if you're that good, kind of like Ingram, it just looks like you're not trying. That's okay. Lopez gives it to Kuzma. Kuzma gives it back to Lonzo. Lonzo gives it to Lopez, but Lopez was not ready and drops it, and it goes out of bounds. So that's another example of Lonzo being one step ahead of his own teammates. Lopez wasn't ready for it. It hit his hands and then just went out of bounds. But what was crazy about it is he was under the hoop. Like, that was a perfect pass. And Orlando misses a shot, but they get the offensive rebound. Lopez plays good D against 0, but not good enough, and he makes the shot. 63-62, it's a 1-point game. But if that's how hard they have to work for those points, and Lonzo still almost stopped him, we're going to win this game. KCP goes around somebody, and the referees call an off-the-ball foul. Thanks for being here, everybody. 63-62. 7:35 left. We could definitely use this win after the Portland loss. Get some of that momentum back. And this team has got to be one of the worst in the league. 20-44. That's down there with like the Phoenix Suns. And these guys are in the East. So Orlando's probably even worse than the Suns. So this is a team a game that we must win. And if you take a look at Orlando, they don't have any superstars. I don't even know one of them by name. Randall goes to the hoop and makes the shot against 2 players, and that's how he likes it. He prefers going up against 2 or 3 players. Julius Randle, 10 points, 10 rebounds, and he continues to be the best basketball player on our team. Lonzo, he's the most important basketball player on the team. Ingram, he's my favorite basketball player on the team. Julius Randle is definitely the best, most impactful basketball player on the team. And right when I'm talking about the Lakers, who's this guy? Somebody turns it over for Orlando, though I don't know what he did. If you're watching with no sound, you never know the fouls. Kuzma has it, being guarded by a white guy. Gives it to Lonzo. Lonzo shoots an open 3. Perfect. And it's 68-62, and Kuzma is starting to feel his stroke. Still, it's a little bit weird compared to other professional basketball players, but those are looking like perfect shots. And wow, number 14 cut to the lane and was blocked, but then somebody got the offensive rebound and made a quick 2 points for Orlando. So 68-64. We're going to have to get a couple more stops if we're going to get a lead on these guys. They toss it into Randall, who's backing in on somebody much smaller. He bulldozers his way into the lane and makes it easily. I mean, that must have been some kind of a mismatch. And Orlando instantly calls a timeout. We are going to commercial break. And Luke Walton looks very happy with his team. He is no longer a bench warmer. He's a real coach. Coach of the year, probably. Can you think of a team that is younger and needed the most help and has the most potential? And we're about to make the playoffs. We were like 11-30 something for months. We were losing so many games. And look at us now. We're close for making the playoffs. If that's not an all-star coach, if that's not coach of the year material, then I don't know what is. 70-64. What's up, everybody? People are here. You mean Yeet. Aaron, Yeet, you mean Lonzo. Roger Dem. I probably meant Lonzo. Sometimes random words just pop out when I'm doing this. People are here. What's up, everybody? Go Lakers. Anthony Diaz. What's up, man? Haramis Delos Reyes. Go for another W. LA for life. Thanks, man. On commercial break. Thanks for being here, everybody. I never know if anybody's on Twitter, but people do come on Twitter, and they always write in the comments. And if you like go over, if like you go to the thing, like the video when you're on Twitter, and you kind of scroll over, it shows when the comments pop up, and they say comments, and they talk to me, but I never know. So if you're on Twitter right now and you're writing into the comments, I've read them a couple times. So go to YouTube or go to Facebook, write the comment. And since I'm watching on Spectrum, I have to watch commercials. Right now we have one for Jameson Cask Mates. That's a weird word. And two guys were smelling the drink. Jameson Cask Mates. Taste, that's why. And now a commercial for Jeep. 8-inch Uconnect standard heated leather trim seats. And when it comes to car commercials and sports events, especially the Lakers, let's just pick one car and have them sponsor us, so at least one of these companies gets something out of these commercials. If you have 8 different car companies doing sponsorships during Laker games, as the end consumer of your commercials, we get confused. Lakers, just pick one. Now we have the KFC $20 fill-up, and they show us the shot chart. Lonzo Ball, he's 5 for 11. Missed actually a bunch of three-point shots. That must have been in the first half, but I've seen him make 2 or 3 in a row. And now they are talking about him on the telecast. 70-64, 6:18 left here in the third quarter. You guys have anything that you want to talk about, make sure you say it in the comments. Anything about the Lakers, I'm down to talk about it.
Talk about how awesome your girlfriend is and how she spoils you.
And I should talk about how awesome my girlfriend is and how she spoils me. And today we had spaghetti and meatballs, which is my 4th favorite food. It goes.
Top 5.
It's 4 out of 5. Yeah.
Burgers,
Pizza.
tacos.
Nah, pizza. Cheeseburgers. Tacos, spaghetti. Yep. Anyway, while I'm talking, Lonzo Ball shoots and makes another 3, so that's 3 in a row. 73-67, and the Lakers do gain a lead on. We are able to gain points, or we're able to make the margin wider. Only because Alonzo nailing 3s. Randall goes up against 0 and misses the shot. Orlando has it on a fast break. And they make... Oh, the guy misses. The white guy misses a pretty easy reverse layup. And maybe the Lakers are getting a little bit lucky too. And now we got an ad for Pizza Hut. Lonzo wanted the ball. Lakers have it on a fast break. They get it to Kuzma. Kuzma hasn't done really anything in a little while. Lonzo gets it to Lopez. Lopez jacks up a 3. That is way short, like not even close. That was a brick. 73-67, 4:58 left. Orlando just having a hard time on offense, though they had a big guy going up against Lonzo, but he passed it immediately. And he found 17 who was open, shoots a 3, and makes it. So, still a 3-point game. And the Lakers are going to have to play a little bit better, that's for sure. Like, the quality of basketball we're playing right now, we can win. But we're going to have to do better than this. KCP, give and go to Randall. Randall gives it to Lonzo. Lonzo shoots a 3. In and out. And Lonzo was complaining that wasn't a foul. Orlando has it on a fast break. This guy takes it under the basket like Steve Nash. Finds 17, shoots a 3. That's no good. But then the white guy comes flying in out of nowhere and makes it. And I think Luke Walton called timeout, or he's just walking around on the floor. Look at that. What a great looking suit. $1,000 suit. Looks like he just got a haircut too. And Luke Walton, he's MVP of a coach. Best coach of the year. Definitely the best looking coach out of all of them. That's just hands down. Nobody even comes close. I mean, this guy should have been like a male model. Honestly, I think that's why, something bugged me about him at the very beginning. Like back in the day when he was on the Lakers, he never really played. He was a bench warmer. But honestly, I will say I didn't really like him that much. I mean, I didn't know anything about him. He never played. And then when I saw he was our coach, I'm like, oh, the bench warmer. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. And at the beginning of the season, he wasn't even that good. He didn't even coach. He just let the team do whatever they wanted to do. Down by 20 points against Phoenix, he would just let them play. We'd lose games with timeouts. But I think that was part of his strategy. And towards the end of the season, he is doing way more hands-on coaching. Though he still needs to learn how to handle the last 3 minutes of basketball games. I mean, when we lost to Portland last game, we had a timeout. We got lucky. They missed both those free throws. And it was still a 3-point game with 7 seconds left. We could have tied it. We call a timeout. He draws up a play. If you're drawing up a play, you should be able to pass in the ball. Once again, we have a hard time even passing in the ball in the final couple minutes in the fourth quarter, and we don't even get the shot off. So that one I'm going to put on Luke Walton, because if you're drawing up a play, it better work. They look like a bunch of idiots out there, and I'm going to put that one on you. Still on commercial break, 73-72. If we got regulars here, make sure you let me know you're here. I'll give you a shout out. If you're new, this is what I do. Don't ask me why. I watch the game. I do play-by-play. Think about it like radio. And you know what? Give me another chance. If you still don't, next time you can't get to a TV, give me another chance. And if you still don't like it, then, you're good. We're good. You don't have to listen. But, you got to give me 2 chances. And now we're watching a video highlight reel of Randall, the crowd, and KCP. Lakers versus Denver Nuggets, Friday at 6 p.m. So that's going to be the next game against the Nuggets. And then I think we have Cleveland after that. Close up on Lonzo with Spectrum Sportsnet right underneath his face. And now we have the Jack in the Box game summary. Julius Randle, 12 points, 11 rebounds on 6 of 11 shooting. So he just gets the job done. And when he's not... Aaron Gordon, 21 points, 10 rebounds. So 0 Gordon. He is definitely the best player on Orlando. And Lonzo Ball has 16 points. Last time I saw 5 rebounds and 5 assists, though those might be higher. And Lonzo doesn't always score a lot of points, though he can. But the other stats are always totally juiced up. He's like a triple-double machine. And the points, it's amazing. Though, maybe he should score more. He just loves facilitating. They get it to Kuzma. Kuzma's really having a hard time getting open these days. They get it back to Kuzma. He shoots a 3. That's no good. And, there was officially a hand in his face. So, I guess we can't blame him for that missed 3. But, Kuzma, you're going to have to step it up. You got to get open. Number 17 for Magic finds number 8, the white guy, cutting the lane. Nobody even knew that he was there. Simmons. And Magic are on his 7-0 scoring run. And right when I say that, Kuzma gets blocked under the hoop, but luckily gets the ball back. Thomas is in the game, gets it to Lopez, and Lopez makes an easy shot. So that's good. And somehow they don't call a 3-second rule because Lopez was just chilling under the basket. Lakers go by one, 75-74, and there's a nice tip to all you youngsters out there. If you suck at basketball, just stand under the hoop. It's the best thing you can do, and you're guaranteed to score at least some points. And Orlando shoots a 3. That's good. And they go up by 2 points, 77-75. And Orlando, though, looking like a terrible team without anybody that I know of. They're up by 2 right now, and the Lakers are struggling a little bit offensively. Lopez is being guarded by 9, and 9 is just making it tough on him. He trips over his feet, and let's hope the Lakers get the ball back. But Lopez just tripped over his own feet. And I do like, I don't like the haircut because he has really nice hair. Lopez, he has very interesting hair, him and his twin brother. Him cutting it all off, that's just a bit offensive. But, maybe he didn't think he was playing so great and going to do something new. So if that's the reason why he cut it, then 100%. Because if cutting your hair is going to help you play defense, let's do it. Lopez goes to the hoop wildly and makes the shot. And you know what? He sucks at defense. He doesn't really play defense that much, but he is definitely a tiny bit better than average at offense. And this guy, 0, Simmons again. Oh no, Gordon reverse layup, misses it, and then somebody helps him out. And we got to do some more boxing out in the lane. And, you know, we're just going to blame Lopez for that since he's the big guy that's supposed to be in the lane. How is Orlando able to get so many easy putbacks? You got to box him out, dude. Start boxing him out. Brook Lopez, 16 points on 8 of 13 shooting. But for how much money he cost, it's not worth it. Especially if he's not boxing people out. Luckily, Gordon missed the first free throw. 77-77. And trust me, guys, this is going to come down to the ending. 21 points, 11 rebounds, 8 of 14 shooting. And this is like the only guy that we have to worry about. Luckily, he missed both free throws. 2:09 left here in the third quarter. Lonzo has it. Gives it to Kuzma. Kuzma decides not to shoot the open three. Gives it to Thomas. Thomas gives it to Lonzo. Lonzo gives it back to Kuzma. Kuzma's being guarded by a small guy, number 14. Backs in, can't get anywhere, and then turns it over. And Kuzma continues to struggle a little bit. Luke Walton looks frustrated. He's shaking his head. Beautiful eyes, though, on that guy. His eyes, I think he's got green eyes. We should fact check that. I'll find out next time. But, man, good looking eyes. Anyway, turnover from Kuzma, and for some reason, Lonzo insisted that he got the ball, though he didn't do anything with it. They find number 1 under the basket. Nobody's guarding him. And Caruso's in the game right now. Have not seen him in forever. And this is something that Luke Walton has been doing recently, which is kind of putting in the third-tier team at the end of the third quarter. And right when we do that, Orlando steals it. Number 1 thinks he's going to get an easy basket, but then Lonzo, with the hustle, knocks it out of bounds. So, Lonzo, way to go. Let's see what happened. Oh, no, number 1 stole the ball from Lonzo, or stole the pass, and then Lonzo with the hustle caught up behind him and then fouled him. And you know what, if you're going to foul him there, make sure he doesn't make it, and he didn't make it. Oh, and he wasn't even shooting. So Orlando has it. Number 8 shoots a 3, not even close, and Kuzma comes down with the rebound. And we got Zubac, Thomas, Kuzma, Lonzo, and Caruso, number 4. I have not seen Caruso in forever, but he can dunk. And Kuzma just made the craziest floater shot in the lane. Why would he shoot that? Who knows, but it definitely went in. Kyle Kuzma, 14 points on 6 of 11 shooting, and I guess he must have made a lot of points in the first half. Because so far, those are like the first points that he's made here in the third quarter. 14 has it for Orlando. Little guy against little guy. And Thomas actually plays some pretty good defense, and Caruso comes down with the rebound. Caruso gives it to Thomas, and then it goes through Thomas's hand. It wasn't the best pass in the world, but that was definitely on Thomas. And I like this guy, Thomas. I like how offensive he is. But the last game, if there was anybody that we were going to blame for the loss, if we were going to do that. And you know what, the Lakers are so good, it's almost not even fair. But it would have to be on Thomas. He turned it over a lot. He didn't make a lot of shots. And as soon as we put Thomas in, you know, everything just kind of started slipping the other way. So last game, I blame Thomas. Kuzma has it, takes it to the lane, and makes a reverse layup. And Kuzma is starting to look alive here. And yeah, for some reason I noticed that Lonzo wanted to give him the ball. Everybody's trying to get him in the ball, so it must be good matchups. Orlando has it, 11 seconds left. Being guarded by Thomas. This guy goes straight to the lane, no problem, and throws it out of bounds. So Lakers are going to get the ball back with 4.6 seconds left. And this guy, he looks like an Amish guy on Magic. He's like the Orlando version of Ennis. Turns it over. Lakers have it, and I think Kuzma got fouled. So we're going to pass it back in, and I think that was a good idea because now we only have 2.9 seconds to get the shot going. Isaac, so if he has fouls to give, actually I think that was a good idea. Because Kuzma was going to get open. Lonzo passes it into Zubac, gives it back to Lonzo. Lonzo shoots a 3, and that's an air ball. And we are going to go to the fourth quarter, 81-79. This is going to come down to the ending. Lakers need to step it up a little bit. And look at that, just got a new subscriber, Shawnee. What's up, man? Always like it when I get new subscribers and have to remember that I can see. If this is your first time here, thanks for coming. And this is what I do. Just watch the game with no sound and give you a play-by-play. Though I recommend you get to a TV. Get to a TV, but then turn down Stu Lance and listen to me. That is probably the best optimum Lakers viewing thing that you can do. But if not, get to a TV. But if you can't get to a TV, come back here. I will give you the play-by-play. And honestly, it seems like most people that are here, a lot of the times, they're working or driving. And then on Facebook, they come from the Philippines. So anyway, thanks. What's up to all my Filipino friends on Facebook? And our people here, what's up, guys? Roger Dam, Jay Strokes, Lonzo likes to set up Kuzma. That is why he keeps giving the ball. Jay Strokes. Yep, he definitely is trying to get him the ball. Facebook. Oh man, nobody is here on Facebook today. That's a little bit surprising because last game, loads of people came on Facebook. Got some comments though. Go Lakers. Shout out to Patrick from PH. Patrick Acampo Romero. What's up, man? Thanks for being here. And yeah, I was so excited. Yeah, I drive trucks. Roger Dem. Still on commercial break. And I went forever not being on Facebook. And then last time I had 240 people watching. And it was loads of traffic. And I'm like, man, I got to get back on Facebook. And then this game, nobody. And Facebook live stream continues to be kind of clunky. Nobody's going to do it as good as YouTube. It's just amazing technology. Google is definitely the best. They're playing the long game in terms of technology, but Facebook, they're close on the live stream, but still a little bit clunkier. Thanks for being here, everybody. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. Give me another chance. Sometimes I'm funny, and other times I'm not. And last game, on Facebook, everybody was complaining that I was saying ums a lot. And saying ums is something that I did naturally like everybody when you first start doing voiceovers and making videos and stuff. And I went out of my way to stop with the ums. And then the last game, people were complaining about it. And I'm like, what are they complaining about? You know, Facebook is such a tough crowd. You know, a bunch of haters. But then I listened to it and I was saying ums so much. It was so irritating. So I'm not doing that anymore. And even when I can fall back into it when it's a close game. Here we go. Start of the fourth quarter. 81-79. Caruso's in. Gives it to Zubac. Zubac gives it to Thomas. Thomas gets it to the new guy, 21, the white guy. The white guy shoots. That's no good. And then KCP came flying in to try to make the shot, and then the referees called it off. So let's hope that is going to be a foul. Yep, that is going to be a foul on Orlando. Aaron Afalo, born in Los Angeles, UCLA guard, 2004 to 2007. And the Lakers are going to get the ball back. 81-79, and this is a situation where the Lakers are a better team than this. We need to play better and just dominate this fourth quarter. Most of the time, I like them to be close in overtime, but this one, I'll take some domination. And Thomas makes an easy floater in the lane, 83-79, and he is so offensive-minded. 11 points on 4-7 shooting. I didn't know who he was before he came to the Lakers. But I've never seen anybody that is just so offensive-minded like that. It's all he cares. Well, he can't really play defense. But the way he plays offense is definitely very unique. Zubac comes down with the rebound. Gives it to KCP. KCP gives it to Thomas. Thomas gets fouled. And that is going to be a foul on number 7 for Orlando. And Orlando is starting to foul a little bit more. And now we get an advertisement for SoCalBMW.com. So yet another car company. It's mixed messaging if you're giving us all these advertisements for all these car companies. We can't distinguish them. Anyway, they're paying money for no value. They gotta put me in charge. Magic, if you're listening, just need a meeting. Give me an hour. I'll tell you how to fix. I'll tell you how to fix some problems. They give it to the white guy. He's on a 10-day contract and he's missed 2 shots in a row now. And I would consider this kind of a third-tier team for the Lakers. We got Caruso, the new white guy, Zubac, Thomas, and KCP. And number 8 is going up against Zubac, shoots in his face, and no, that wasn't Zubac. That was 21, the new guy, Ware. And we just got him on a 10-day contract from the minor leagues. And his first game in, he scored some pretty huge shots, and that's why we got him. He's a good shooter. But the last game, he didn't do shit. So don't know if we should re-sign him after the 10 days. The jury is still out. Make sure you let me know. But honestly, I'd rather not see him in the game. Lakers mobile app presented by Wish. And Wish is kind of like Amazon, but for cheap Chinese products. So I didn't know what it was forever. I had to look it up on my own time. So wish you might be doing bad on your graphic designs. If I didn't even know what you guys did, and I did like for half the season, and then I'm finally like, dude, I gotta look this up. And yeah, you can buy stuff. Thomas, playing crazy like he always does, ends up on the ground, and it's amazing that he doesn't get hurt more often because he flies around, he runs fast, he dribbles in and out of people, and when these big guys hit him, he goes flying. But he always gets right back to his feet, and this guy's got some awesome hair, Jonathan Isaac, but he's got 5 fouls. Definitely the coolest hair on the court right now. Caruso hasn't gotten the ball yet. Brandon Ingram still not playing for us, and wow, you know, I just miss him. He's always good for like 15 to 20 points, but he's just cool. And you just feel cooler when you're watching him play. He plays cool. It's like he's not even trying. It's almost as if we're just giving him millions of dollars to play basketball. But no, he is a top-tier athlete. Randall backing in on 0. 0 gives it to Caruso. Caruso shoots. That's good. And number 7 was right in his face, but that was not good enough. And Caruso, you know, he's the ball guy. That's how I knew him forever. But he started dunking and getting better when Lonzo was out. He and Ennis got a lot of playing time. And since Lonzo's come back, Ennis has been the go-to replacement. But it looks like Luke Walton is going with Caruso tonight. Orlando shoots and makes it. Their passing is starting to look a little bit better. Number 4 was wide open. 85-83, 9:38 left. Thomas gives it to Randall. Randall has butterfingers. Luckily, Zubac gets it, gives it back to Thomas. Thomas finds Randall again. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Randall, being guarded by 2 people, gives it to Zubac. Zubac throws up a wild shot, and Orlando comes down with the rebound. Still a 2-point game, and Orlando's playing some pretty good defense right now, but this isn't our best team. And that was the first time that I saw a complete defensive breakdown by the Lakers. And let's hope Luke Walton called timeout. Biyombo for Orlando made that shot, and he didn't even have to do anything. And that was Zubac and Randall both guarding Gordon. So they're thinking Gordon's getting all the points. Let's guard Gordon. And then Biyombo came in from nowhere and made the 2 points, and we are going to commercial break. Thanks for being here, everybody. 85-85. It's going to come down to the ending, but let's just hope we win. While we're doing this, I'm going to take a look at the Western Conference NBA standings. Let's see how close we are. I mean, we got to be getting pretty close to the playoffs. We are number 11 right now at 28-35, and the Nuggets are number 8. 35-29. So that is, you know, it's games. It's definitely some games. And we need to beat Jazz and the Clippers. The Clippers and the Jazz are the only 2 teams ahead of us. And yeah, we've been needing to beat the Clippers now all season. And if we're going to make the playoffs, we're going to have to get past the Clippers. So let's hope we can do that. But the Lakers are definitely going to have to play a little bit better than they are right now. Now, I don't know what's going on. Maybe sometimes things just, you know, you're missing shots. But they're 20-44. We almost beat Portland, who is like a top-tier team right now. And this should have been easy. But we got a tie game, so at least it's exciting. And let's see, what else is going on? The Rockets are in first, 51-13. That is just insane. Warriors second, 50-14. So the Warriors and the Rockets are in a whole echelon by themselves in the Western Conference. Let's take a look at and the Raptors. The Raptors look pretty good too, but I think the Rockets and the Warriors have got to be like the 2 best teams in the league. And then we got the Trailblazers, 39-26, and then we got the Pelicans. And the Pelicans are good because of that one player. We couldn't stop them. The Spurs, who we beat, and then the Timberwolves. Anyway, we got some teams that are definitely better than us, but we can make the playoffs. And, you know, I can definitely tell I'm rambling. Oh, are we back? Nope. Still on commercial break. We have www.buyAirDragon.com. $39.99. And it's you can fill up tires really quickly. It's like a drill that is an air compressor. And I think if you get a flat tire, you can fill it up quickly. And now we're back. The Laker girls are dancing. They are wearing some yellow shorts with a blue t-shirt. The light blue that the Lakers wear. And honestly, I am not a big fan of throwback jerseys. I'm not a big fan of the baby blues. it just reminds me of UCLA too much. Just let's stick with the regular jerseys. And if you're doing this with no sound and you're doing play-by-play, the throwback jerseys can throw you off. One time we were playing a team that looked just like the Clippers, and I said the Clippers the whole entire time. Thomas shoots a three. That's in and out. And Orlando gets the ball back, and the Lakers continue to struggle on offense a little bit. Luke Walton up on his feet, yelling at nobody. Nobody's listening. Orlando can't get it inside the three-point line. They get it to Gordon. Gordon shoots. That's no good, and Zubac comes down with the rebound and gives it to Caruso. Caruso gives it to Thomas. Thomas gives it to Kuzma. Kuzma takes it to the hoop and makes it. Like a crazy high shot bank. It was like a high bank over two people's hands. 87-85. Kyle Kuzma, 18 points. And if anybody's going to step it up, well, Kuzma's good enough for me. 87-85. Lakers we're pretty good at defense. And the last game against Portland, remember back to the third quarter last game, that was some of the best defense the Lakers can play. That was top tier NBA defense. And we were able to do it for a full quarter. And that is a step in the right direction. We can do it. KCP finds Thomas. Thomas takes it to the lane. He's open and makes it. Wow. Thomas, he's so small. So when he shoots, he has to be very dramatic with his steps. And his sidestep, though probably in terms of distance, average to everybody else, for him was like a huge lunge. But he was open. Orlando shoots. That was a wild shot, though. They get the offensive rebound and another shot at it. Gordon goes up against Zubac, crosses him up, and misses it. And Caruso comes down with the rebound. Zubac, way to go. That way, he stood tall there. He stood tall, and Kuzma cuts to the lane and makes an easy 2 points. And Orlando coach calls timeout. 91-85. Kuzma is our savior right now. And it's been pretty close the whole entire time. And now we're looking at a guy holding a Kuz. Like, he must have made that. Well, that guy definitely had to go to Kinko's and design that, and Kuz. Wow. Great replay. He just he saw people were coming, so when he was shooting, like at the last second, all he did was just arc the ball a little bit higher, and it just went right over their fingertips, bank off the backboard, right into the basket. And Kuzma, though, he's been struggling a little bit more, and he was so good at the beginning of the season. It wouldn't be fair to think he can keep that up the whole time. Been struggling a little bit more, but still can find a way to contribute. And when he's open, he'll make those threes. Back to another commercial for Toyota. And most of the time when I'm doing this, I'm watching a shady website, and I don't have to watch commercials. So it's more fun when you get to watch, say, the half-court shot for money, or the people in the crowd dancing. And I think it's more fun to listen to, as opposed to me doing commercials. So let's hope that the internet, or whoever it is, stops cracking down on the shady websites. Because, I'm just going to take a look right now. Because most of the time, the Spectrum website is behind. I'm just going to refresh that anyway. I just want to do a little tester right now to see which one is more live. Here we go. Shady website. And then you always got to click on the play button, and then the pop-up pops up, and then you got to close that out real quick and then click it again. But this one, you got to get 2 pop-ups. Here we go. Oh, this is a better stream. Yeah, now we're watching people in the crowd dancing with defense. We got guys in skinny jeans dancing, more rich white guys in skinny jeans. I mean, the Staples Center has been completely infected. We have a toddler. Her dad is holding her up in the air. She is dancing. Maybe a little bit too young to go to such a huge game. Let's hope she has some ear protection. More Lakers fans wearing skinny jeans. I don't know when this started, but every other stadium, not even close to as much skinny jeans as us. And now we have a kid who's got original artwork of Kuzma. The one, I don't know who that is to the left. It wasn't, he's a kid, so the artwork isn't amazing. But that's just a good idea. He drew those, and now he's showing. Okay, now we got a middle school kid dancing. Those are some funky moves, dude. Though he's running out of moves in his Rolodex. He kind of just did the same 2 the whole time. And usually you see a little bit more dancing out of the crowd. Here we go. Now we have guys wearing basketball jerseys, but with undershirts. And that's just not cool. Kyle Kuzma, 12th double-digit points this season. Performance spotlight above and beyond. Kyle Kuzma, 20 points, 10 rebounds on 9 of 14 shooting. And forever, he was one of the leading scorers for rookies in the NBA. It was like around 15 points. It's maybe 17 points. And I wonder if he is still in the top 5. And here we go. Let's see which one is faster. No, Spectrum, you are a little bit faster. So I am going to watch on Spectrum. And now it's frozen. What happens on Spectrum is the website works fine when it's not like a super busy game. But if this goes to overtime and everybody starts going to the website all at once, it goes down. It just freezes. Lakers shoot a 3. That's good, 94-85, and the Lakers are on a 9-0 scoring run. KCP, if he's open, he shoots threes and he makes them. He's the only professional on the team. We have nothing but young guys, first years, second years, and then we have Lopez, who doesn't count. He's a baby, he doesn't count. And KCP is kind of in this weird zone between them, and he's a definite NBA professional, but not taking a leadership role at all. And there's a foul on Orlando, number 17. And the coach for Orlando looks pissed. He sits down and he's wearing a normal coach suit. Like, you know, it doesn't fit quite right. It's kind of wrinkly. And wow, they just called a foul on 17 for pushing off of Lonzo Ball. And that was a pretty ticky-tack foul. So we'll take it. Thomas going up against a white guy finds Lopez, and Lopez dunks. 96-85, and that is the first slam dunk I've seen from the Lakers all game. They are excited, and Lopez, he is so animated. He must be, like, most of the time, if you're a professional basketball player, you don't think you'd get so excited over stuff. Like, he can score, like, no points, not even beginning in the game. But if there's a timeout, he's, like, involved, and he's, like, giving everybody high fives, and he's kind of that guy on the team who doesn't do anything, but just up in everybody's grill a little bit. I don't know if it's a good thing. But back when I was playing sports, I was never the best. But there were a couple baseball teams when I was the best and I did the most work and I was pitching and hitting. And then if you get a guy like Lopez who just is very animated, is like, come on, dude, how about stop jumping up and down in the dugout and start catching some balls in the outfield. But Lopez is having a good game. And now we have a commercial for BMW. 6:09 left. And this was just seconds ago a close game. But now it's 96-85. The Lakers are starting to break it open, which is good because they were having a hard time breaking it open the whole time. Like it looked like they were trying to, and it looked like we were the better team, but it was always 3 points, 2 points, 1 point. Now all of a sudden it is, let's do the math, 9 points. No, 11 points. 11-point game, just like that. And now we have a commercial for the Dodgers. And make sure you check on my channel. I have a friend from elementary school who is a writer, but now she just started a Dodgers podcast. I posted a clip of it before. Make sure you check it out. It's called The Real Housewives of Chavez Ravine, and all they do is talk about Dodgers, and it's actually a pretty good website. So make sure you check that out. I'm going to post more videos, kind of do the highlights of each podcast for a little bit, because I think it's a good podcast. And it seemed like they were cool with me posting it, so I'm just going to keep doing it. Lakers have it. They're passing it around. Thomas gets a screen from Lopez, takes it to the hoop, and misses the shot. Well, that was a wild shot, and it almost went in. Orlando has it on a fast break. They slow it down, and the guy that was trying to slow it down tripped over his own feet, and I think they're going to call traveling, though he is slow to get up. Who's this guy? Agassi? No, not Agassi. Number 14. Oh, he turned his own ankle. And while he was going to the ground, threw the ball away. Yeah, that one was a little bit of a sprained ankle. And when I was back, I wasn't really the best athlete, but I played football, freshman and JV year. And once you sprain your ankle, you never get it back. And what was so annoying about that was I didn't even sprain my ankle playing like a real sport. I did it playing golf. I stepped in a gopher hole, got the worst sprained ankle ever, and then it ruined my football career. Lopez jacks up a 3. That's good. And it's 99-87, and when the Lakers and Lopez are shooting threes, and they're happy with him shooting threes, you know the Lakers are winning. 99-87. We are going back to commercial break. Thanks for being here. This game is over. Right when the Lakers needed to step it up, they are stepping it up. And all it took was a couple of stops on defense and Lopez just getting involved. And Lopez, he is pretty darn good offensively. Like, he can shoot, he can pass, he's good offensively. Especially when he's going up against a team that physically is just, or people that are just smaller than him. He does really well against people that he is athletically gifted against. And right now, when I take a look at this Orlando team, I am not seeing very many physical specimens. I really don't see anybody good other than Gordon. So this is a perfect opportunity for Lopez to come in and just dominate the lane. And, he doesn't really dominate the lane on defense that much, but he does on offense. Still on commercial break. 99-87. Oh, yeah. The Real Housewives of Chavez Ravine. And basically, they just talk about Dodgers, and it's about 40 minutes long. And they go really fast. And the jokes, for their first podcast, it was so good. That had to be one of the best first podcasts by people ever. The main girl, her name is Natasha. She is a top-tier writer. And the only reason I know about her, other than knowing her in elementary school, is I've been following her on Twitter. So I've been just reading her writing, and it's like, wow, she's just such a good writer. Turns out she's doing this Dodgers podcast, and it's good. So Natasha and then her friend Amanda, who is a stand-up comedian and says she likes science, but you know what? I'm still skeptical about her science skills. Lakers are playing great defense. 99-87, 4:57 left. And now we have an advertisement for 5-Hour Energy. Orlando has it. They pass it in. They get it to Gordon. Gordon finds number 7. Number 7 is being guarded by Thomas. They give it back to Gordon. Gordon shoots in Lopez's face and makes it. And wow, there's nothing Lopez could have done about that. He closed the distance and put his hand up. Maybe he could have jumped. But great shot from Aaron Gordon, 23 points. Lonzo has it. He's taking his time to run down the clock. Finds Kuzma. Kuzma's wide open. And in and out from the elbow. But the Lakers get the offensive rebound. And Kuzma shoots another 3. That's no good. He almost gets his own offensive rebound. And Orlando comes down with the ball. It's a 10-point game. We got to get some stops. Orlando shoots a 3. That's good. And Luke Walton jumps to his feet and calls timeout. And just like that, this is a close game again. And it seems like we are doing a lot of timeouts and commercial time. 99-92. And we are back to commercial break. So yeah, they have 3 episodes. And I'm going to be doing the Dodger play-by-plays when the Dodgers start. And I started doing this by doing Dodgers. So it's just great that I can post something that's Dodger related, and it's actually funny. And 2 women talking about baseball, it's just different than when 2 men talk about baseball. I think we talk about different things. And, it's just very interesting. So make sure you check that out. Give it a thumbs up and give it a comment. Make sure that they know that you guys like it. They've only got 3 of them. But I know what it's like to make something and do something new. It's hard to tell if you should keep on doing it. But for them, they should keep on doing it. So make sure you let them know. If you like it. But I think it's funny. And then I was trying to find highlight clips from the podcast. So they have the first episode, which was really well made. Had a lot of good content. It was a good format. And you can tell they put a lot of work into it. And it was able to get quite a few highlights. And then the second episode, not quite as good. And I'm in the middle of the third one right now trying to find highlights. And they just talk about funny stuff. So, okay, enough about that. Back to the Lakers. Brook Lopez, 21 points. Kuzma, 20. Lonzo Ball, 16. And right now, Lopez is the scoring leader for the Lakers. He's backing in on somebody and makes an easy turnaround jump shot. 101-92. And Lopez, I am not going to make fun of you for at least a couple days. He is making shots, making this Orlando team look terrible. And Lonzo continues to facilitate more than shoot. Lakers playing good defense. They're not even shooting against Thomas. And then they give it to number 9, and then they give it to somebody else. Number 7 shoots a 3. That's good. And it was at the buzzer, back to a 6-point game. And the Lakers, again, play amazing defense, and they make the shot right at the buzzer. Lonzo gives it to Kuzma. Kuzma gives it back to him, and then he gives it to Lopez. So looking like they want this matchup against number 9. Lopez throws up a wild shot on the baseline. That's no good. 17 for Orlando, gets the rebound, but then Lopez runs behind him and steals it. Lakers have it on a fast break. And then KCP almost turns it over, but that's going to be a foul on Orlando. Thank goodness. 101-95, 3 minutes left, and that is going to be a foul on Simmons, number 17. And Gordon and Simmons are the only two that are really doing anything for Orlando. And during the offseason, Orlando is going to have to make some moves. Get some good draft picks and maybe get some kind of a name player. I mean, this is the NBA. How do you not have a superstar on your team? The Lakers got like 5. We got Lonzo, we got Kuzma, we got Randall, and we got Ingram, and we got Hart. And Hart isn't quite in the superstar range as other people, but Hart is amazing. Too bad he is hurt right now, but I mean, for those 3 rookies, Kuzma, Lonzo, and Hart, you can't expect anything better than that. And if we can't draw some big-time, top-tier free agents to the Lakers, if Magic can't pull that one out of his ass, then I don't know what the Lakers are going to do, because it seems like we are set up for somebody to come and us to start competing in the playoffs. Thomas has it, gives it to KCP. KCP shoots a 3. That's good. And it's 104-95, back to a 9-point game. And Thomas, everybody just was crowded around him. He took it to the hoop, and then he just tossed it out to KCP, who was wide open. That was a great bailout. You know, when he has bailout options, Thomas is way better. Number 8 shoots a 3 for Orlando. 17 comes down with the offensive rebound, and then fouled as he tries to do the putback. And number 17 is going to go to the free throw line. 104-95. 2:32 left. And Randall is on the bench right now, and he hasn't really done much this whole game. But that's okay. He does so much every other game that he's allowed to have an off night. And now we're taking a look at Luke Walton, Coach of the Year, wearing a $1,000 suit, looking like a coach. He yells at the referees these days. They listen. The players listen. He's kind of got his hands on his hips. He's like, you know, it looks like he's coaching. No clipboard in his hand today. At the beginning of the season, I think everyone's like, dude, Luke, people don't even think that you're coaching. Put a clipboard in your hand. And he didn't even write anything in it for like months. Today, no clipboard, just a piece of paper, and now he's back on the bench. And that bench is so used to being warm. Luke Walton rode the bench for 20 years, but as soon as he's the coach and winning, he's up on his feet the whole time. Lopez shoots and makes it, and once again, Thomas is just flying around, ends up on the floor, but got the great assist. 106-97, and I'm going to say the refrigerator door's closed, the Jell-O's jiggling, and the butter is getting cold. This game is over. You're allowed to go do something else. Orlando shoots and makes a short jump shot. 106-99, 2 minutes left. Lonzo gets it to Kuzma, and Orlando is starting to play more full court kind of distressed defense, kind of like they know something needs to happen. And this is when the Lakers do have a tendency to fall apart. Thomas takes it to the lane, misses an open jump shot, but then gets his own rebound. Gives it to Lonzo. Lonzo shoots a 3. That's in and out, and Orlando comes down with the rebound. 106-99, 133 left. That would have been the icing on the cake, but we still won this game. Somebody tell Luke Walton that. Oh my goodness. Gordon just banked in a 3. 106-102. It's a 4-point game. That was lucky, and Luke Walton calls timeout. So, look at that. Luke Walton, Coach of the Year, finally calling timeout when he should. And it's 106-102, a 4-point game, 121 left. Still have not been wrong every single time I've called it so far this year. And I've been watching closely with no sound. And the Lakers are going to win. You can just tell by the way that the teams are. Gordon can jack up threes and bank them in every once in a while, but the Lakers are going to win. And now we are taking a look at an advertisement for, it looks like the Western Burger at Carl's Jr., and for some reason, they're going with the super close-up, and a super close-up of the Western Burger, probably not the best decision. The only time I've ever eaten a Western Burger is when I'm drunk. Can't see shit. But something makes me think if I would open it up and take a look at it, I would certainly not eat it. And what's funny is when I was younger, I was in a fraternity, and there was a fraternity dog, and it was his birthday, and it was Tucker, the dachshund. And it was his birthday, but nobody was really doing anything. But I got an extra Western. Nobody ate a Western burger, so I'm like, all right, here you go, dude. And I just gave him a full Western burger from Carl's Jr., and he didn't even eat it. That's when I'm like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't be eating Carl's Jr. And yeah, now we're showing the replay of Thomas. And he was able to get his own rebound because Orlando kind of fought over the rebound. Two Orlando players fought over it and then ended up giving it right to Thomas. 106-102. KCP has it, gets it to Lonzo. Lonzo gets a screen. They give it to Thomas. Thomas being guarded by a tall guy. He shoots a three. That's no good. And 17 flies in and gets the rebound. This is going to come down to the ending, people. Number 17 takes it to the lane and makes it. So it's 106-104. Lakers are up by 2. We're still winning, people. No need to panic. Though the final few minutes of the fourth quarter have been our downfall all season, other than missing free throws for those couple months. Lonzo takes it to the lane, finds KCP. KCP shoots a three. That's no good. And Lakers almost get the offensive rebound, but don't. Orlando has it. 37 seconds left. They're down by 2. And this guy is going to go to the free throw line, number 17. And the Orlando has a chance to tie this game right now. And Luke Walton must be so frustrated with his team. But it's not like Orlando is giving up. Honestly, I don't know why they're trying so hard. They're 20-44. They have nothing to gain by winning this game, but yet they continue to try hard. But the Lakers need to learn how to deal with this, and thank goodness that guy missed the first free throw. Number 17 definitely helping us out. And now they're showing Randall on the bench. Maybe he's got too many fouls, or Luke Walton benched him. Jonathan Simmons, 76% on the season, and makes the second free throw. Lakers are up by 1, 33 seconds left on the clock. Luke Walton looks nervous. Thomas has it, gets a screen from Lopez, being guarded by a huge white guy. Dribbles it back, taking his time, 11 seconds on the shot clock, takes it to the lane, and that's going to be out of bounds off of Orlando. So Lakers are going to get the ball back with 8 seconds left on the shot clock, 17 seconds left on the game clock. Lonzo passes it into Lopez. Lopez being guarded by, gives it to Kuzma. Kuzma gives it to Lonzo. Lonzo shoots a three. That's no good. Orlando gets the rebound. 9 seconds left. Gordon takes it to the hoop and makes the shot. Holy crap. Lakers are down by 1. 5 seconds left. And Orlando came out of nowhere to steal this lead. Luke Walton, you better have a good play drawn up. You're going to make me a liar. And I am never doing the Chick Hearn thing again. Never doing it again. What was I thinking? Lonzo, I mean, it seems like we could have gotten a better shot than that. Kuzma just was worried. For some reason, Kuzma, even though he's got a lot of points, has been not quick to shoot. And Kuzma gave it back to Lonzo. Lonzo was just far away and shot it, and it wasn't even close. And then Gordon gets the ball and just runs it right down the floor and then goes up against like 3 Lakers, but 3 Lakers weren't good enough, and the ball just went in. 20-7 scoring run in the last 4 minutes and 39 seconds. Aaron Gordon, 28 points, 14 rebounds, 4 of 6 3-point shooting, and he is definitely the MVP of the game. Brandon Ingram in the timeout wearing an awesome suit, and he's thinking, Luke Walton, you better have a play up your sleeve. At least we have a chance. And if we make the shot, we win. So that is good. Lopez is looking very intense. And this might be the only time where it's okay for Lopez to look that intense. A lot of times he's like that. And it's not even a game. Kuzma's got his head down. I don't know why. Lakers step on the floor. It's KCP, Lopez, Thomas, Kuzma, and Lonzo. And I bet you they're going to try to find KCP. They give it to Lopez. Lopez goes up against number 9, shoots, and misses it, but going to go to the free throw line. Thank goodness. 0.6 seconds left. Lopez is going to go to the free throw line. Let's hope he makes both of them. And I don't even know if you can score in 0.6 seconds. So if Lopez makes both these free throws, Lakers win. If he makes one, we are going to overtime. And number 9 played amazing defense, but right at the last second did foul Lopez. And it's a good thing he did, because if he didn't, it would have went in. It was like an easy layup. 68% on free throws, and he makes the first one. 107. Let's go, Lopez. If you make this one right now, you are still not worth $20 million, but that is going to go a long ways. And I'm already not going to make fun of your defense for a couple days. If you make this one, I'll give you a week. He made the second one, and Lopez is the MVP of the game for the Lakers. Never thought I would say that. He's got like 25 points, makes the clutch free throws, and you know what? Giving it to Lopez was a good idea. He's been having a good game the whole game, and good matchup against number 9. So when Lonzo was passing it in, he didn't even look for really anybody other than Lopez. And then Lopez got the ball. He's like, what am I going to do? Tried to pass it, but then he had nobody to pass it to, and just took it himself, backed in, and went for the layup and fouled. Way to go. And now that I think about it, that was the best decision that the Lakers could have done. I totally forgot about maybe us getting fouled, and it was kind of surprising that Lopez was so aggressive about it. So yeah, they fouled him. 108, 107. And you know what? I'm going to bring the Chick Hearn thing back, because it's weird, people. I'm not really like a basketball expert, but I just watch Lakers, and I watch with no sound, but I can tell on which team's going to win. You know, you can just kind of see it. 108, 107. This came down at the ending. Make sure you leave a comment. Say something funny. I used to have my face in the corner so you can see me talk. Brook Lopez, 27 points. And 2 for 2 on free throws, but that's the only 2 he needed to make. Most of the time I put my face up, and I've noticed that I get way more comments when I put my face up. So make sure you leave a comment. I read them after the game. Sometimes it's funny. If you're a regular, make sure you let me know that you're here. And if you're new, subscribe, give me another chance. And if you don't like me a second time around, then you can unsubscribe. And the game's over, and the Lakers win 108, 107, and Orlando looked very confused. Nobody's walking off the court, and it did look a little bit sloppy. I don't know what happened. And now the officials are talking in a huddle, and I don't like this one bit. If they're going to put more time on the clock or what's going to happen? Now he's swinging his fingers around. Let's see. Number 8 passed it in, and there was no time on the clock by the time it got to people's hands. So, dude, if you're passing in the ball with 0.6 seconds left, you can't arc it in, because that ball was still arcing. The pass was still mid-pass. Oh, they started the clock too early. They started the clock on the pass. So Orlando is going to get another try at this. That has to be what happened, because I've never seen that before. He ran out of time while the ball was still in the air, and Luke Walton knows what's going on. He's got his clipboard out, and I think he did write something down, and KCP is pointing at something in the clipboard, and I now have confirmed evidence, video evidence, that Luke Walton is writing up a play. The whole team's listening, and at the beginning of the year, the team, we would get in these timeouts, and nobody was even listening. We were just sitting all over the place. We weren't even huddled up, and these days, wow, we are spit and polish. I think that was an oval, but whatever it was, it looked like a professional team. And they were trying to get it into Gordon, and Gordon immediately was like, something was weird there. What happened? And wow, we had Randall, KCP, and now what's going on? The coach for Orlando is furious. Number 9, Vukovic, he's just standing there, and then we got Hez Oja, number 8. He's got, I don't like his hair. Oh, man, the coach for Orlando is furious. But there's still 0.6 seconds left on the clock. What's going on? The coach and the official are yelling at each other, and Luke Walton is staying out of the mix right now. I think he knows that this might end well, and they started the clock at a very weird time. That was weird. The crowd at Staples Center thought we won the game. Everybody's going crazy. Oh, now we're doing a jump ball with 0.6 seconds left in the middle of the court. So the Lakers won. If this is, and now the Orlando players are still complaining, saying, "How are we getting hurt? I mean, that was you guys' errors that to start the clock too early. So we are paying the price, and now we have to do this from half court." Lakers win. 108-107. That came down to the ending. Lakers maybe got a little bit lucky, but Lopez made those 2 shots, and Lopez is the MVP of the game. And, you know, there was 0.6 seconds left. They weren't going to make it anyway. But no doubt, Orlando got screwed on that. And Luke Walton, he's kind of friends with all the players, I think because maybe their age is a little bit closer, but it seemed like he knew Gordon. So they were talking to each other like they were friends. Peak performer, Brook Lopez, 27 points. 12 of 18 shooting, and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. So $20 million, that's what you'll get. 27 points and 2 clutch free throws. Thanks for being here, everybody. Let's take a look at the comments. Oh, what's up, everybody? Going to read some comments. Yeet, you meant Lonzo. Sup, Lonzo likes to set Kuzma up. That is why he keeps giving him the ball. Yeah, I drive trucks. Thanks for the stream, Martin Brown. What's up, dude? If we lose Lakers, I wouldn't mind. This play calling is great. Thanks, Andre. Them playing in throwback jerseys so much just take away from its uniqueness, I feel. Sam Cole, that's exactly it. It does take away from the uniqueness. The guy on the team that doesn't do much. Being guarded by a tall white guy. LOL. Let's go Lakers. LOL about Lopez, Kobe Bryant, good commentary, congratulations on that Academy Award, and I made fun of you for getting into video production, and I was like, you know, how's that going? You know, let's get you back on the team. You won an Academy Award. Come on, Lake Show. Yeah, laugh my ass off. This is weird but fun. Ching Chong Potato, thank you. Still not worth $20 million, though. For a week. LOL, ha ha ha. Yeah, this guy is great. LOL, best commentary ever. 100%. Hell yeah, Lopez clutch. Great job, guys. I was looking for a video, but this is great. I subbed. The Legend 27. Thanks for subbing. Lakers win. Yeah, I was wondering that too. Put your smug up next time. Good shit, Venice Beach. Lakers won last 10 games in a row at home, except for the last game. Steel Beach, who won? Lake Show, how much time on the clock? 0.6. What the fuck is going on? Are you trolling us? LOL, is this real? Jump ball, Lakers win. Lakers win, that's all that matters. We'll see the highlights on YouTube in a few. My guy, you were clutch with this stream. Thanks so much, everybody. I'm glad that you understand it. Yeah, I'm just doing it like radio. Now I'm going to Facebook. Thanks for all those comments. And last time, Facebook just blew up. And there are so many comments that it wouldn't load. There's like 200 of them. But today, nobody came. That is weird. Go Lakers. You better wish they win or I'll unfollow you for jinxing it. Thank goodness that they won. Charles O'Neal Diza. You're better not fucking jinx it. Sorry, dude. I didn't jinx it. And, yeah, that's weird. The last game on Facebook, so many people came. Today, not so much. So hit or miss on Facebook, but happy I was here. And, you're the best. Andre Mark. Thanks, man. The good, the bad, and what to look forward to. The good was the fourth quarter up until the very, very ending. Right? We had a hard time getting away from that team. We were better than them. We won on the matchups. We were a better coach. We just looked like the better team, but we were really having a hard time breaking away and gaining more than a 3-point lead. I mean, it took us like a whole quarter, even more. But when the fourth quarter started and we needed to do it, they did it. Lonzo came up clutch. Lopez came up clutch. Thomas did some stuff. And the team overall looked great. And on defense, we looked really great too. Now, that could be because Magic are 20-45. But I've been watching these games all season. And no matter what, they're all professional basketball players. And if you don't play defense, you're going to get scored on. The Lakers played great defense. Like, it maybe not top tier NBA defense, but this was one step below it. We can get a little bit better. We saw it in the third quarter against Portland last game. We got to do that every time. The bad was, once again, the final few minutes of the fourth quarter. The Lakers, look at our record, 29-35. We're closing in on the Clippers, but so many wins, at least 4, 5, 6 wins so far are those losses could have been wins if we could just handle the final few minutes in the fourth quarter. We have a very young team. It's almost like they don't know what to do. And Luke Walton wasn't doing much coaching at the beginning of the season. Now he's doing some coaching, but we're still not doing awesome in the final few minutes. And what's funny about the Lakers and how I remember the Lakers is that's when Kobe Bryant was his best, in the final 3 minutes. So I just got so used to that part of the game always being on lockdown. But I'm learning slowly that you can get a lead can get taken away from you very, very quickly. And if you have a young team that's inexperienced, you know what, you're going to have to practice that in practice. Anyway, the bad was the final few minutes of the fourth quarter, but, coach of the year, Luke Walton, he's going to figure it out by playoff time. And honestly, I think that we're better than 50-50 to make the playoffs. I went and I asked some people online, and most people still think that we're not going to make the playoffs, but I used to be a professional poker player. I don't know anything about sports betting, but we got to be better than 50-50 to make the playoffs. The Lakers are good. What to look forward to? Friday we have a team, and then Sunday we have Cleveland, and I'm very excited to go up against Cleveland and LeBron James, just so we can see where we're at. Portland was a very good test. We lost, but it was a very good test, and Cleveland will be another test. Let's see if we're good enough. What to look forward to also is just the Lakers being awesome. We're a top-tier franchise, that's for sure. It's about time we're a top-tier team again. And this year, I'm definitely seeing potential. Last year, I couldn't even watch. It was so depressing. But this year, right off the bat, the first game, Lonzo wasn't even playing that well. But I saw that we had potential here, and sure enough, we do. And Luke Walton's stepping it up. Anyway, thanks for coming, everybody. You guys always complain that I don't go for longer after the game and do maybe like a post-game show, but I'm running out of words here. I've been talking for over an hour now, so thanks for coming. I really appreciate it. If you can't get to a TV, if you can't get to a TV, come back here. I'm always doing the games. Think about it like radio. Give me another chance. Make sure you subscribe. If you don't like it the second time around, then you can go. Thanks for watching, and make sure you check out the Real Housewives of Chavez Ravine video I posted yesterday. Just check it out, give it a thumbs up, give it a comment, tell them how to make it better, tell them to keep on doing it, because they should keep on doing it, and I'll continue to post those videos. But the only thing you got to do is watch that video for me, and at least just watch the video. I think it's good. See you guys next time. I'm gonna have to learn how to stick the landing on my closing. Feels like I'm rambling.